Morning everyone. Just want to give you guys a quick update on the cucumbers and the watermelon. And it don't look like much, huh? Kind of still look exactly the same. This one right here, at least the leaf has grown some more. So there's a new one coming in. And over here, got a big old mess. I'm a retard. This water, current water here, it's just from the contact here. It drips just a little bit. So, but what my dumbass did, excuse my language, was I was sitting out front on my front patio, and I was like, oh shoot, I forgot to turn on the the pump and circulate the water, give the plant some feed. And the only reason it came to mind is because I had this bucket, that very one right there. It's connected to the churn line that has its own drip irrigator. It was sitting in front of me on the table. I was like, oh. So I came out here, I turned it on, walked away, came back 30 minutes later to turn it off, and I was like, something sounds funny. So I opened up my reservoir, it was completely empty. Why? Because this bucket was missing, and this drip irrigator was just hanging down. So all my water, 28 gallons went down. So I had to pull the straw back. I tore out the wet cardboard, and this is actually it's kind of lucky because, well, not very good because my electrical lines are all right there, but because of the fans. So this section gets a lot of good breeze. Let me put this back in here. Don't make that mistake again. It gets a good amount of air circulation right there, so it'll dry it out. And I just have the straw pulled back. It's kind of damp, but it'll dry out. That section is actually pretty much good. Still a little bit of water. That's from the original mishap. And yeah, I gotta figure out this rainbird stuff. I was thinking about putting some caulking around the ends of it, or some kind of Sikaflex or silicone or putty, just to get a better contact with it. Also, I did notice that there are different size drip irrigators, little snap things. There's an 1/8 of an inch, and then there's a 1/4 of an inch. These must be 1/8 of an inch, and I think my hole punch might be a 1/4 of an inch. So I think I'm gonna pick up some 1/4 inch attachments and see if that remedies the dripping problem. But the plants are not doing too much. They're slow going. Starting to come out here around about 5 o'clock, and I'll remove the cups and I'll leave them off until about 10 o'clock. I keep an eye on them. They're still getting kind of wilty. So the hardening off process definitely is picky. And ants seem to really like this reservoir. Jiggle his line, all these ants come running out. But it's full. And right now I just finished watering or circulating, and I just leave the air pump on in between cycles. That's that update. Bananas. Man. Well, the two that I told you I think are going to tank. Well, this one's completely gone. Came out here and just wiggling it, and it just came right out. All the leaves, all the stuff. This is what's left. Now that's completely gone. This one right here, yeah, I think is going to also be a goner. It is taking a little bit longer to just tank. It looks like there might be a new leaf in here. I doubt it. I really doubt it. But that one's doing well. That one's doing well. That one's doing well. That one's doing well. I think I kind of jinxed myself because I was like, I think I only have room for 4, but I got all 6 in, and I was excited. I'm like, yeah, I got all 6 in. I didn't put 4. Oh well. Spacing is alright. And I got this Someone's throwing it out. Just an island that you put in your kitchen from IKEA. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this top off, cut some slats into it, some straight lines. I'm going to install a sink under there. That way I can, do my seedlings, or pot up my seedlings and not have to be squatting down on the ground and getting messes everywhere, and attach a water line to it. That way I can water and have something for the water to drain into. The water is going to drain out into the garden. It's just going to be an open-ended drain. So, but also in the meantime, I've started my spring flowers. These are hollyhocks. These take a year to, you got to go from transplant to transplant, from one pot to a bigger pot to a bigger pot into the ground. Come spring, or come towards the end of the winter, get them in the ground and they bloom spring throughout the summer. Some nasturtiums. I don't really care for these, but they do very well. So the hollyhocks are definitely coming in nicely. Here's some butterfly flower. I don't see anything germinating in those. Pretty small, tiny little seeds, so it'll probably take a while. Some echinaceas. This is some stuff. All of this stuff I've never grown before. Well, from seed anyway. Buy it from Home Depot. And some foxglove. Cactus. This is all cactus. There's a couple random other things in there, but it's mostly cactus. Package of cactus seeds I got is a variety mix, and it was, let's see, that's 6. I think this is about 32 cells, and 1 seed per cell. The package said put all the seeds into a bowl, like do a bulk germination, and you should get 12 cactus out of 32 seeds. Only 12. I'm guessing poor germination on them, but let's see how they go. That's all I got going. Picked some grapes the other day. Very tasty. Very, very tasty. Peppers. I haven't shown you guys much, huh? Tomatoes are gone. Chopped the tops off the sunflowers. Harvest the seeds already. They're inside. But my peppers. That's a big pepper. I don't know the name of these yet, because like I just planted all the whole lot. I wasn't sure where or how I was gonna do them. I thought I was gonna actually give them away to customers, put them in their gardens, or plant them out in the backyard. But I decided to just do them right here, where I do my peppers every year. And the Trinidad Scorpion turns out to be a freaking, I don't know what it is. I want to say cayenne, but this is too big. That's no cayenne. I think these might be the big gems or something like that. I have no clue. And these look like they might be a... This looks like it could be a Scotch bonnet. Remember, all these chilies that are burning your butt hot. Some habaneros back there. These tiny guys. I'm not sure what these are, but it's laden with them. This looks like it's going to be the same one. I think it might be a mustard hab, because they're yellow. Here's one that's ripe, or yellow. I think is ripe. But look at all these peppers. Man, they just keep on pumping and pumping, and more blossoms coming in. I think this is a Tasmanian hob. Some more habaneros. Scotch bonnet, or it looks like it. I don't know. There's a lot of them in there. Alright. Carrots. There's lots and lots of carrots. This whole thing is nothing but carrots. I'm popping those out. Squash, zucchinis, all that over there is doing good. And roses. I just finished deadheading them. The gardener comes today. It's always deadhead before the gardener comes, because then he just mows it up or vacuums it up. Because there ain't much of this lawn to mow. Does it look like the lawn needs to be mowed? No. So he just comes and vacuums those for me with his lawnmower. Overall look. That's all I got. Oh, and a cool recipe. A friend of mine had a barbecue, and I told him I was going to bring they asked me if I could bring a salad or a side. I'm like, alright, I'll bring a salad side. What I did is I made it, everything had to come from the garden. You know, I did have to buy iceberg lettuce, but the dressing I made for it was a mustard vinaigrette from all items, from supplies I got from Paris. So, you know, French mustard, French salt, herbs, so forth and so on. But what I did is I took a zucchini, squash, including the butternut squash that I grew, a winter squash in summer, and I baked it in the oven like a potato. So it's just slightly where you can, you know, with a potato, you took a toothpick and you want to go all the way through. What I took is a toothpick, I just want to be able just to penetrate it just a little bit, because you got to remember the seeds in the little pocket inside, the little pocket of seeds there in there are going to hold a lot of heat and steam. So just until it's slightly, you know, pokeable. Took them out, wrapped them in foil, let that internal steam pocket finish cooking it, and then I sliced it up into small cubes, removed all the seeds, and I threw in a what do you call it? Also a cucumber for texture, for freshness, for fresh taste to it. Mixed that all up. I also, from the asparagus beans, the black-eyed beans, went in and cooked up a pot of that. Just threw in some green onions, garlic. I didn't grow the garlic, actually. Well, the garlic did come from France. I stole a bunch. I snuck a couple heads in through customs, and it was still good. It's a hard neck, so it lasts a while. Carrot, finely chopped up from the garden. Bay leaves, which I grow my own bay leaves. Herbs, you know, oregano, thyme, and cooked the beans, and put that on top. You know, I mixed in mixed the beans and all into the zucchini, the squash. Tossed it with some dressing. Served it in a lettuce bowl. It was fantastic. Very, very earthy, and people really loved it. You know, I didn't have a recipe. I was like, I'm gonna give this a try. My girlfriend thought I was crazy. She's like, this is not gonna work. It's gonna taste like crap. It was the bomb. And if you grow your own produce, you know what I'm talking about. It's a different taste, different world. And yeah, this is the start of I'm making some legs. So these three are glued together. These three are glued together. And these three and these three. So this is 4 legs. I just glue them, clamp them, and they hold solid. What is that for? I'm going to do a cracky setup. I need to grow lettuce. I also picked up a used quick shade canopy. Then we'll put over I'm gonna make a reservoir, and these are the legs for it. The plywood on that side is for the base. Have some more plywood on the other side for the sides, and then the pond liner. So gotta get that up. Once this is dry, I can go ahead and build it and get some floating rafts, cracky setups, so I can get some lettuce growing. Alright, I try to make this quick. Jesus. Sorry. Peace.